A junior officer raised his palm toward her, stating that only authorized briefing participants were permitted in this section. Lieutenant Commander Amelia Wilson showed no visible response, continuing to fill her coffee cup in the austere conference room. The exchange caught the attention of military personnel seated at the enormous table. She responded in a measured tone that she was indeed a participant in the briefing. The junior officer's expression tensed. His eyes went to her aviator uniform, bypassing her insignia of rank and aviator's wings to settle on her features. He informed her that family members and clerical personnel lacked authorization for this presentation and requested that she exit. He'd made no attempt to learn her identity. He'd simply registered a female figure near the beverage station. She pivoted to confront him directly, stating courteously that there appeared to be some confusion. The officer countered that the confusion lay in her unauthorized presence in this sensitive compartmented information facility, indicating the exit. He demanded to inspect her identification. She presented her military ID card. After taking it, the lieutenant examined the credential. It identified Wilson as a lieutenant commander at the 04 level. Despite being 2 full ranks his junior, rather than offering an apology, his conviction only intensified. He suggested aloud that personnel records often contained errors during permanent change of station periods. She asserted that her identification was legitimate, her tone lowering. He responded that this required confirmation, then proceeded to a security verification station. Fellow officers watched without pretense. A Navy captain vocalized his disapproval with a pointed cough. Examining the terminal, the lieutenant noted with a condescending expression that her file indicated naval aviation credentials. Likely public relations work or weather forecasting, he speculated, adding that flight uniforms were distributed to numerous support roles currently. Her eyes moved to the aviator wings adorning her uniform, their edges worn thin from countless parachute strap sessions. Momentarily, she departed the present setting mentally. She was secured in an aircraft ejection mechanism, bringing her FA-18 Super Hornet down on the carrier USS George H.W. Bush's flight deck on a pitch-black evening. Those wings represented achievement, not mere adornment. A Marine colonel positioned midway along the conference table shifted forward, his attention catching the insignia on her uniform, Strike Fighter Squadron 154, known as the Black Knights. Recognition dawned. His memory returned to an urgent air support request in Afghanistan's Helmand province. He recalled the radio transmission. Gunslinger Spectre 1 speaking. Advise your personnel to take cover. The jet's roar and the precise attack came flooding back. This officer was Spectre 1. The colonel sent a message to Rear Admiral Vance's assistant. The Admiral must come to the main conference room immediately. The junior grade lieutenant is attempting to remove Spectre Wilson. At a distance, Admiral Vance reviewed the text. His expression registered shock. He accessed Amelia Wilson's service file. Recipient of the Distinguished Flying Cross, 8 air medals, in excess of 3,000 hours piloting aircraft, 912 successful carrier landings. Top Gun program graduate. Rage, ice cold, filled him. He ordered his cap retrieved and instructed that the Master Chief would accompany him. Inside the conference room, the lieutenant retained possession of her identification. He stated that while her credentials appeared sufficient for installation entry, her authorization for this particular presentation wasn't appearing in the system. Therefore, he was making a final request for her departure. He added that they would also need to address the unauthorized display of aviation credentials. Complete silence descended on the room. Hurt flickered across her face. The entrance doors burst open. All officers rose immediately to attention. Rear Admiral Vance appeared in the doorway, his 2-star insignia gleaming. The lieutenant became immobile, terror spreading across his features. Vance moved past him, his focus fixed on her. He addressed her quietly using her call sign, remarking that he'd been anticipating her arrival. The call sign resonated through the space. The lieutenant visibly recoiled. Vance spoke to those assembled, requesting their attention as he presented Lieutenant Commander Amelia Wilson. He detailed her more than 900 carrier landings, her role as primary aviator on the mission that rescued 17 Army Rangers, and how following complete engine malfunction, she'd returned her damaged Super Hornet to base rather than abandoning the aircraft, preserving a $60 million asset despite visibility under 1/4 mile. Each detail caused the lieutenant to diminish further. Vance executed a crisp salute, expressing his appreciation for her attendance at the briefing and noting their need for her knowledge regarding Iranian interdiction situations. She reciprocated the salute, confirming her readiness to participate. Vance's attention shifted to the lieutenant, ordering him to appear at his office at 1,500 hours with his superior officer present. He returned her credential to her. She addressed the Admiral respectfully, noting that the lieutenant had been endeavoring to uphold security procedures. His methodology was defective, she acknowledged, but the underlying principle of maintaining vigilance held merit, the crucial factor being consistent, equitable application of standards to all personnel. Lieutenant Peterson received new assignment orders. Admiral Vance instituted command-wide instruction on implicit prejudice. Several weeks afterward, she recognized a voice while shopping at the commissary calling her rank and name. Peterson appeared before her in non-military attire, his gaze directed downward. He expressed his regret for his actions, acknowledging his error and expressing gratitude for her remarks to the Admiral. She observed him carefully, noting that everyone commits errors, what matters is subsequent conduct. She advised him that when next encountering someone in uniform, he should perceive the service member rather than his preconceptions. He indicated understanding and gave his word. She offered him a slight smile, instructing him to proceed with his shopping. Then she added a final instruction, to ensure his shirt was properly tucked.